Ghost Recon Breakpoint was a game that I had high hopes for. But to my great disappointment, the game didn't come anywhere close to the expectations I had. And it's come to my attention that there's a new Ghost Recon game in development. And once again, I have high hopes for this game because I still feel like Ghost Recon is a really underrated series when it comes to the modern gaming space. So I want to make this video in hopes to help avoid another disaster like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and touch base with the Ghost Recon community to see what everyone can agree on to help the next Ghost Recon game be a success. So, before we get into things, let's get the YouTube shenanigans out of the way. If you're going to enjoy this video, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons. And if you have anything you want to add to the topic of today's video, leave a comment. I'm interested to see what everyone else wants to see in the next Ghost Recon game. But with that out the way, let's get into the topic of today's video. So to start off, I want to talk about some of the things that Ghost Recon needs to make staples in the series moving forward. Because these things, in my opinion, make Ghost Recon Ghost Recon. Now I'm talking about things like character customization. Character customization has to return in the next game. I'm sure everyone can agree that getting their character into the perfect outfit to tackle the mission ahead is something that will never get old. And the only thing I feel Ubisoft can add to improve on character customization is to add a deeper layer of detail. And by that, I'm talking about giving players the ability to add pouches to vests and belts, but more importantly, backpacks. I feel doing this will give players a way to add their own personality to outfits, but also I feel like this will add a deeper layer of immersion when it comes to other details that can be added to the game, like a weight system for example. The next thing I feel has to make a return in the next game is the gunsmith system. But this is where I feel Ubisoft can really spread their wings and try to experiment a little, because the gunsmith system in the last two games have been really lackluster. And after looking at games like Escape from Tarkov, I've seen how in depth a gunsmith system can really go. So I hope the gunsmith system not only makes a return, but has been improved on moving forward. Now the final thing I feel needs to make a return is the Destabilization system. In the first half of Ghost Recon Breakpoint's life, Ubisoft tried to go with a more linear story system, and we can all agree that it was trash. But I think I could be sure the system will return because it seems like Ubisoft got their head on straight and made Operation Motherland to end off Breakpoint's life cycle, which was more in line with the Ghost Recon Wildlands story format. So I think that's good. I think we're good on that front. I think the Destabilization system is going to make a return. So no need to change anything there. Now that I've gotten things that I feel are mainstays out of the way, I want to shine light on things that Ubisoft has done in past iterations of Ghost Recon that I feel can make a return, but can also be cut and I wouldn't mind. Now, the community can let me know down in the comments if you feel like you can agree or disagree with this section of the video, but the first thing I want to talk about is the game mode from back in Wildlands that I thought was super fun but wasn't expanded on for some reason, and that game mode is Guerrilla Mode. Now for those who don't know, Guerrilla Mode was a wave-based survival game mode where you had to protect the stash from being destroyed. You also had to buy weapons and upgrades to help make doing all that easier. And I thought this was a good change from the story mode PvE missions and a good way to get some fast-paced gameplay. The only reason I feel this game mode flopped is because, like I said, Ubisoft didn't expand on the mode. To be completely honest, they introduced the mode, then kinda left it to die. So I hope something like this mode or this mode makes a return in the future. But like I said, you guys let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this, cause I might be the only one who liked that game mode. Okay, the next part of the video is something I strongly feel Ubisoft needs to get polished if they want Ghost Recon to break into the mainstream. And that's a dedicated, well-polished PvP game mode. And the best way I personally feel to do this is to jump on the next trend in gaming, and that's hardcore extraction shooters. I'm sure we can all agree that Ghost Recon needs a more engaging PvP mode other than the 4v4 deathmatch. And with the way the gaming industry is moving right now, I strongly believe extraction shooters are the next big trend as developers move away from Battle Royale. Not to mention, with the way Ghost Recon has been set up with the open world system, I feel extraction shooters wouldn't be too far off in the Ghost Recon franchise. I mean, Ubisoft has the perfect setup, from a vast weapon list to clothing, and not to mention, they've already experimented with the exhaustion system and the injury system in Breakpoint. And while these mechanics were surface level, I believe if Ubisoft went a little deeper, they can have a strong foundation for extraction shooter. But like I said, let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this one, because this one might also be a hot take. This concludes my list of things that I feel Ghost Recon needs moving forward. But if you have anything else that you feel would be a great addition to the next Ghost Recon game, or anything else that you would like to see evolve, feel free to drop your take down in the comments. But if you went on to enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like and a sub. I'm currently on the grind for 500 before the end of the year, and I'm sure we can knock this goal out. But with all this being said, this concludes my video. And like I said, guys, if you have anything else that you would like to see change or any other ideas, feel free to drop them in the comments. But this has been Illusion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.